Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, one of the most feared names in all the galaxy. Born into slavery as Anakin Skywalker, the Jedi found young Anakin and knew at once he was strong in the Force. Largely due to his age, but also his strong emotional attachments, he was denied training by the Jedi Council. Upon Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn's death, Anakin's unconventional training began. There's a lot to Anakin's life before Darth Vader, and we're going to cover that in another transmission, Anakin Skywalker Essentials. For years, Sheev Palpatine had secretly been the evil Sith Master Darth Sidious. Sidious wasn't just manipulating the Galactic Senate and the Clone Wars, but Anakin specifically. Anakin was always trying to suppress the strong feelings of connection he wasn't supposed to have, whether to his late mother Shmi Lars or his secret wife Padme Amidala. He felt sidelined by the Jedi Council. Anakin was also plagued with dreams that felt more like premonitions about losing Padme. All of these factors led to the fall of the General Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker, hero of the Clone Wars. Anakin swore his allegiance to Sidious and the dark side, becoming Darth Vader. A showdown with his former master, best friend, and combination brother/father figure left Anakin broken, burnt, and missing all of his limbs. He was left scarred, both physically and emotionally, literally wearing the constant reminder of his fall from grace. The iconic black armor, voice modulator, and breathing apparatus aren't just symbols of fear and power in the galaxy. They keep Darth Vader alive and in check to his master. Because of his armor, and a story spun by Emperor Palpatine, the galaxy as a whole believed hero Anakin Skywalker was killed in Order 66. Darth Vader became a feared enforcer for the Galactic Empire. He led the hunt for the remaining Jedi, crushed the Separatist holdouts, and quelled any resistance against Palpatine's rule. Vader rose to be Supreme Commander of Imperial Forces. He led a band of dark Force wielders known as the Inquisitors, many of which were Jedi that Vader may have known in his life as Anakin Skywalker. His mastery of the Force, combined with his exceptional lightsaber skills, made him a formidable adversary. However, beneath the intimidating exterior, Darth Vader carried the weight of his past, the loss of his beloved Padme Amidala, and as far as Vader knew, his child. This left him broken and filled with anguish. He believed he was responsible for Padme's death and that the dark side of the Force had consumed him completely. Vader leaned into these feelings. He wanted to keep the hate coursing through him. He built a castle over the very site of his loss to Obi-Wan Kenobi. He would often go there to remember and stay enraged. Throughout his time as Darth Vader, there were moments of conflict within him. Deep down, a glimmer of Anakin Skywalker remained. His inner conflict intensified when these pieces of his past came to his present. Encountering his former Padawan, Ahsoka Tano, the first encounter with his former master, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and when he learned that his child, long thought to have died with Padme, was alive. And not only alive, but incredibly powerful in the Force. Vader became obsessed with finding Luke Skywalker, hero of the rebellion, the skilled pilot who destroyed the Emperor's ultimate weapon, the Death Star. Emperor Palpatine considered replacing Vader with Luke. He saw him as a whole version of Anakin who may be able to reach the potential Vader never could after his defeat on Mustafar. Vader sought Luke to bring him to his side, believing they could overthrow the Emperor, freeing Vader from Darth Sidious and paving the way for the Skywalkers to rule the galaxy together. Luke saw the good in Vader. He felt Anakin was still inside. The love of his estranged son and his self-sacrifice reawakened Anakin's true self. In a climactic confrontation with the Emperor, Darth Vader turned against his master and saved Luke's life. Although this act of redemption ultimately led to Anakin's death, he was brought back to the light and found redemption. You could also argue he fulfilled the prophecy the Jedi Council first thought pertained to him when he was just 9 years old, that he would be the chosen one and bring balance to the Force by vanquishing the dark. Anakin Skywalker, an optimistic slave boy who rose to be a Jedi Knight, general, and hero, fell to become Darth Vader, a Sith Lord that embodied power, fear, and evil. Anakin left a complicated legacy of heroism, darkness, and redemption in the universe. Vader is definitely my favorite villain in the franchise. Not very original, I know. But Anakin's entire story, the legacy of him, is incredible. I grew up in the time where the expanded universe was all we had beyond the original 3 movies. Reading about Vader's real name being Anakin and fighting Obi-Wan in a volcano blew my mind. Check out this transmission for more of my favorite characters.